In this episode, we are going to look at cabinet rivalrism. Cabinet rivalrism, especially rivalrism between BIWOTT and OUKO. In any political situation, especially in Africa, there is always rivalrism. Like now, we have UDA government. If Azimio stop harassing them with the mandamana and whatever, they will find that UDA among themselves will start quarreling among themselves. Actually, it happened twice. There's a time when it was alleged that Musalia Mudavadi and Rigiji had territorial boundaries problem. There is also another second time when Didi Nyoro tried to raise up his head. But in both occasions, before the wars could continue, you find that Raila came up and these people joined together. So all the time, we always have people in political circles fighting each other. But this is specifically difference between OUKO and BIWOTT. OUKO and BIWOTT differed. First of all, OUKO was the type of a politician who gave the president the advice he needed. And BIWOTT used to give the president the advice that the president wanted. So in that case, it used to end up in such a way that they clashed. And again, you may have noticed that powerful ministers from the president's tribe usually detest powerful ministers who do not belong to the president's tribe. So what happened? And then the second thing is that there was an interchangeable ministries, reshuffles. You'll find that at any given time, the Ministry of Regional Development was either with OUKO or BIWOTT. If Ministry of Regional Development was with OUKO, BIWOTT would be Minister of State in the Office of the President. And where BIWOTT was a Minister for Regional Affairs, for Regional Development, the ministry would be with the other minister. So that time, the Ministry of Regional Development used to have a lot of funds. Not only did it have a lot of funds, you would also develop your area. There was Lake Basin Development, there was KVDA, there was Owasonyiro North, Owasonyiro South, name them. So these ministers used to do that. And the two of them, when BIWOTT would go back to the Ministry of State in the Office of the President, or when OUKO went to the Foreign Affairs, they would still want to monitor the ministry. And once you enter that ministry, you would reshuffle people who are associated with other people, with other ministers. So their differences were there in this running of the Ministry of Regional. There was a time when the government wanted to develop Sondu Mirio together with Nabuyole in Webuye. But the funds that were meant for that, Nicholas BIWOTT took all the money and went and developed Turkwel Gorge. I want to tell my viewer that the initial agreement of Turkwel Gorge, my signature he appears there among the people whom were in that meeting. So you find that there was that problem. And then there was a problem. Some people blame me for being harsh on Raila. Well, I was in OUKO's inquest, and it touches me so much. Actually, I even remember when Christabella died, the OUKO family took my gave me their particulars and wanted to sponsor my children to secondary school. But immediately I took their particulars. They told me to give them chance to mourn their mom so that I contact them that they can educate my two boys. I was mugged and the phone was taken. The mugging, I don't believe it was a normal mugging. I think somebody wanted to interfere with that. So I have attachment to OUKO because of his death, and you can even see the family wanted to assist me. OUKO had a special attachment to Kisumu molasses plant. OUKO, when Kisumu molasses plant was there, OUKO wanted local people. You know, he was developing his place and he wanted local people to benefit, the employees, whatever. But BIWOTT wanted a cut, a bribe concerning the Kisumu molasses plant. And then you find that the Kisumu molasses plant ended up with the Spectre. I believe Spectre is rich enough to buy Kisumu molasses plant. But because of the 1997 cooperation between NDP and KANU, Kisumu molasses plant was handed over to Spectre East Africa, and the price was equivalent to the machinery. But what were they given? They were given machineries, they were given buildings, they were given land, the nuclear land and whatever. Even today, the company has financial muscle where they can pay the difference. So for anything that caused the death of OUKO is personal to me, and you have to understand that. So OUKO and BIWOTT differed because of the way and the style of how they would advise the president. They also differed on business deals of the Ministry of Regional Development. But because Moi was a very paranoid leader, OUKO used, not OUKO, I've been told that there are times I mix names. Just understand, I'm an old man. Just because Moi was a paranoid leader, BIWOTT used that opportunity, as seen from the other tapes, to tell Moi that OUKO wanted to overthrow him, and he used that. So that, my view, is the cabinet rivalism that was there between OUKO and BIWOTT. Thank you.